everyone, this is Dee from D&D's Creations, and I wanted to show you another card I made, the one that I was working on before, and I finally finished. This is the way it looks on the inside, and then in the back I put handmade with love with my little stamp. And I'm going to show you today how to make this card in case you're interested in making it for somebody's birthday, or you could pretty much put get well soon. You can use any other type of critter, or you know, any way you want, but I'm going to show you how to make exactly this one today. So the first thing you'll need is this batch of paper from Recollections, and this is a set that I bought special. There were 3 for $10, and this is one of the sets. And as you can see, the polka dot green here, and they have it in orange and red, so pretty much you could do it any color you want, but I decided to use the green because I thought it would be fun. And so we're gonna use, for this project, you'll need a white paper, the polka dot, an all green paper, and I wanted to show you the pink just in case you want to do the inside pink instead of green. I decided to make it all green, but it would be pretty neat to have this in pink as well, because you do have the pink out here in the little bowl. And so we're going to begin with our sheets of paper. I decided to use the 8 by 11, okay, because when making cards, it's not like scrap pages where you need the 12 by 12. And so the first thing you'll need is to use your scoreboard to fold your paper. However, I always like to make my own mark first. You know, everybody does it different, but I just feel more secure when I have that little mark there. And then I put it against the scoreboard. And I have my little tool here somewhere. Here it is. And we're going to make the line to fold the card in half. It's always nice to do it twice because it gives you a nice fold. Okay, so we made the line over here to fold it in half. And so now I should give you a very nice clean fold, which it did. Very pretty. And you see how flimsy this is? I don't like it like that. Maybe some people do, but so what I do is, which is the reason why you needed the green, I like to add another layer of another 8 by 11. And so let's put this one aside, and I do the same thing. I give it the little fold just so I can feel comfortable with the where I have to do my division. I make the line, go again, and it gives it a nice clean fold. And then you put it over here, and we will be using the adhesive tape now to put that together, but you can see nice and thick it comes out. So we can move the scoreboard. Actually, before we do the adhesive green on my card, and I don't know if you could see it there in the video, but I have like these dimensions, these little lines that go down. I give it a nice touch, and we're gonna do that on this card as well. And it's actually pretty neat. It's just using your scoreboard, and you just make a line 1. And actually I did it the wrong way, sorry guys. We're gonna make the line once, and then we skip a line and we go to the next one. Then you skip a line and do the other one, like that. And let's see if we can do this quickly. Let's get it done. I'm super excited because I just got my Cut-A-Bug machine, and hopefully I'll be making a video of something I'll be making with the Cut-A-Bug. Bought some folders for it too, and so I'm really excited about that. And you see how the lines are coming out straight, which is what makes it so great. And it's just, you know, an extra feature you can add to your card to make it look cute. You don't have to do it. I did it because I thought it would be nice feature to the card to have all those little lines. And so you see, I don't know if you could see the lines there. I don't know if you can see, but it gives it a nice feeling. It feels bubbly. And so now we're gonna put it together. Let me put away my scoreboard. And we're gonna get the adhesive gun and we're gonna put it together. Okay, so now I have taped everything with my little gun, and I love this gun, though I have the ATG gun because it's just easier to handle. So what you do now is, it's easier if you stand it up, and then I like to align the corners on one side so that I know it's going to be perfect on the other side. And so, there. Press it down really good to make sure it sticks. And then we fold it here. You could use a little tool to make it fold. And so, you see, it's nice and thick, all glued. Okay, so we're ready for the next step. The next step requires for us to make the little white section that we have here, okay? I am going to measure the one I have already because I do want to make it the same size. It's about a little over, let's do it on this side. It's almost 5 inches. So I'm going to use my scrap paper to try to cut a piece out of that, so I don't have to use a whole sheet of paper. And so you get your cutters. And I'm going to measure here where I want it to be. And I mean, you could do it any other way, it's just easier for me this way. And I'm going to cut here. It's right on target. Make another cut. And now we go back to the card, and if it's perfect right there. Before we use our adhesive gun to attach this sheet, we want to use our chalk to give it a little bit of dimension. I don't know if you could tell on the card here, but it has a little bit of green to give it dimension. And so we're going to do that here now. And I use this chalk that I bought at Michael's with my 40% off coupon. You always want to use your coupons because otherwise everything can be very, very expensive. And I'm going to use the lighter green. You just do it right on the edges here. Just give it a nice shade of green. And I learned how to do this from this person who does videos on YouTube, and her name is Lulu, and I believe she's in Canada, and she does these awesome videos, and I just love to watch her videos. And I will post a link to her videos, to one of her latest videos, which came out beautiful, a nursery card. And so yeah, that's where I've learned a lot of these techniques. So here we have the card with the chalk around it. And now I don't want to do the little lines with my scoreboard on this paper, and so it's pretty much just how we're going to glue it. So let's do that. Get it out of the way. See, this was one of the scraps, so the other side is kind of dirty, but it works out because nobody's going to see that. Now you want to add a lot of tape because you want to make sure it's not going to come off, especially since I'm using a scrap paper. That would be kind of embarrassing. And all you have to do is just make sure it's kind of on a straight line there, which I think it is. And I think I need my eraser because I got a little bit of the chalk on this part of the paper where I don't want it. And this is eraser that they saw at I bought it at, I think it's A&C Moore Arts and Crafts, and it's pretty much to take out the chalk in unwanted areas. Okay, so that's done. Now we're moving on to the next step. The puppy that I used from the Cricut cartridge, which is the Cricut Alphabet cartridge. It's located fairly in the front. And if you can see the card they've made here, it's so cute. You see there? It's just adorable. And they have a kitty cat, which I've used for Valentine's cards, but pretty much here it is. And I cut it with my Cricut Expression 2. I did it at 4.75 inches because I wanted, it's a little bigger than the one I made for this card, but I wanted to try it a little bigger because I thought this one came kind of small. So first thing we need to do is we need to put his eyes on. With my original card, I put green for the eyes, but I thought it would be cute to use pink, so it looks like she has little eyeshadows on. So we're going to use our adhesive gun to glue this on. This can be tricky because to do a few of those, you could use glue, but since I have a hole here in the middle right now, the adhesive works better. And so glue it right there. And these are so cute because the eyes move. So when they receive their birthday card, they could actually move the eyes, making it more fun. Let's move the eyes, see? There are the eyes. For the nose, I don't know if you can notice here, but I decided to use another pattern paper that I had in my scrap box. I actually found another piece, which is here. This is just other cardstock paper that I had extra. And you just cut a little piece. You could do it with your scissors because all you need is a little piece for the nose. And it kind of gives it another look because it's another green. Or you can use your glitter black paint and fill it in. You can actually put back what cuts out with tape and fill it in. But I kind of like this one, so I'm going to be taping it here. Here. And there you go. You have the cute little nose. The next thing that we have to do before we place it on the card is we want to put the little diamonds, because you want to glamour it up. And with these little diamonds, it's just best to use your dots, your clear adhesive dots. And you could buy these adhesive dots at Michael's, or probably any craft store like Hobby Lobby, Joann Fabrics. I'm sure all these places have them just as well. This is a fun way to give the puppy some style. The next thing I want to do, I bought this ribbon, and if you see in my card here, I bought this ribbon at Michael's for $1. I bought a whole bunch of them because they were on special for $1. And what I do is I'm just going to cut a little piece. First I'm going to get my staple, because what I do is I use my stapler and I take out a staple, because this is what I use to tie my little bow. And you could use other things, but I just find that to be easy. And so I'm gonna make the bow here really quick. Hopefully it'll come out good since I'm doing it so quick. You use your scissors and you cut. And you just put it there together. And like I said, you could use whatever else you want. I just use this because it's easy for me. It's usually easy for me. I'm having a bit of a hard time now. And I fold it. And you see, there you go. You have a little bow. And now we want to put it here. And in order to glue this, I use a Scotch glue, the gel one. I bought it at Michael's, but you could buy this at Walmart, pretty much any store. This is regular glue. And I put a lot of it. As you can see, I like to put it right there above the eye. And then the next step is you want to glue the button. And you can use any color button. I just thought the white would be the best color. And you gotta let that dry. It should dry pretty quick. So we're done with our puppy. And he looks really cute. Ready for the card. So we're gonna put it here. And now we're gonna use our pop dots because I do want to give it dimension. And if you can look at my card, my original, it does have the dimensions on it. I mean, it lifts up. So we're gonna do that here too. And these are pop dots that I bought at Michael's as well. I tend to like the clear ones. They have them in white as well. And those might be a little thicker and maybe even cheaper. But I happen to like the clear ones because if people look by the side of the card, then they see the white part. And I don't really like that. So we're putting a few pop dots here. You could see on my card. I'm putting quite a few because I do want it to stick up. Get them out. And so now we're gonna put the doggy on the card. I'm doing this backwards, so hopefully it's gonna come out good. There we go. I think that came out pretty good. Our little bow is covering the eye a little, so I have to make sure when it dries in the right place. Okay, so now we can put away the pop dots. And we're going to put our presents down. Now, I cut different sizes of presents because here I use the same size, but I thought it would actually be fun if I mix it in with smaller presents as well. So I actually cut some out already for the purpose of the video, not to waste time. And I'm going to show you, I used my Gypsy font that came with my Gypsy. And I will, if you notice here, I have the 3 different types of size presents that I wanted to do with my Gypsy. And this is like my little card where I picked it out, and right here, if you see, it's the present. And what I did is I just used cuts. I used my Cricut Expression and cut it out. So that's how you would do it. So let's see, now we're going to play around with it and kind of see how many we want to use. And you just have to play around with it here because I'm not even quite sure if that's how I'm gonna do it, but it's gonna be something like that. So those seem good. So we'll put this to the side. So we have to start working on gluing them now. And again, you could use this glue, but I decided that I'm gonna use my pen glue. I think it's gonna make it much easier. I'm gonna get one of my scraps over here. And let's see if I can move this over so I can show you everything. Okay. So I think I want that one there. Then the next one that I'm gonna put is the other big one that I cut out. And put it there. And I'm gonna get the smaller pink one. You know what? I forgot to put the little lines that go on the presents. And that is very, very important. So we're gonna do that really quick. So I use the other color to kind of give it a fun look. Doesn't that look just cute there? And then to the green one, put it right there. Oh, kind of moved. Okay, and now we can do the pink one. I think I want it right there. I'm gonna put the little green. No, I think I put the wrong one.
What, nut?
And I think I'm gonna just glue all of these together and then get back to you guys. One sec. Okay, so now I have put all the presents together and I think it looks kind of cute that way. The next step is putting up the balloon. As you can see in the card, see if I put more light here, in the card that I had originally made, and I put here a balloon. However, I don't have more of those balloons because I got them off this packet that I had bought at Walmart, and it has all these nice pieces of die cuts, and I'm going to use the heart one, which is the only one left in there, and I think it'll look cute. Right there, I'll be putting that right there. So let's go ahead and use my glue pen. Well, and if you notice here, it has the orange part for the balloon, but since I don't really like it because it's orange, I decided to use the kind of reddish pink part. So we're gonna put glue on this. You want to make sure you get all the edges. Put it right here. Okay. And so pretty much this is the way it looks. Let's fix the eyes. And the next step now is to do the happy birthday. I don't want to use my glue pen for that because I think it's going to take a little bit longer. So let's put this one aside. I'm going to put here the happy birthday now. Now with this one, I had gone with my gel pen, my pink gel pen, and I edged all the sides. So I'll be doing that now. I'm gonna do one with you on video, and then I will do the rest and get back to you guys. Here we go. So make a nice little edge here. And it's okay if you go off the paper because that's a scrap paper. The important part is that you get all your inside. And I'm going kind of fast here for the purpose of the video, but you definitely want to go a little slower because it's got to come out really nice. Otherwise it won't look pretty. If you could see, I kind of messed up here, but it's okay because the whole goal is to show you how it would look. And I noticed that I still needed here a little bit. Okay, so that's how the H would look there for happy. And you could make it capitalized, but I liked that it was lowercase. So I'm gonna do the rest and we'll get back to you guys. Okay, so I have done the edges of all my letters, and now we just have to place them here, and you want to play with them a little bit because you want to put them however you like, as long as it works out and everything looks aligned. It doesn't matter how you do it, if you want to do one letter up and down. You do want to place them first because, see, my eye messed up there, but it's okay, it works out. A little dot. And I lost my little dot. Okay, so there it is. Fix it all up there. So pretty much there. And then the next step would be to glue it all. And I decided that I wanted to use my gel pen here. Well, I call it a pen, but it looks kind of like a fat marker. And you just put glue along the little edges. And I did it to give it a little bit of dimension by using this gel. If I would have used my glue pen, it would have really been flat. And the reason why I like using this glue is because I can move it around. Sometimes I want to play with it to see which way it will look the best. There. Now we just have to let it sit and dry. I'm gonna make sure I press it a little bit. Make sure everything's gonna stick. And it says, "Happy birthday." It has the cute balloon, and we can actually play around with the balloon. I can give it somewhat of dimension. You can even add a little hat if you want, which I decided not to, or a little crown to make her look like a princess. That looks kind of cute. Yeah, I think we're going to be adding that in there as well. Let's see. I think that's kind of cute. So let's add that in. Okay, let's clean a little bit of the glue that fell here. See if I can get it. A little bit of the glue here, here, and some more there. Okay. And there you go. You have a nice birthday card. And you have in here where you can put a piece of pink paper if you want to, which we can actually do right now. We can give it a little bit of dimension. So let's put this to the side. And I'm just going to fold this in half, just to see where my half would be, but you definitely want to make it smaller when you're cutting. So I'm going to cut about that far in. And then we check over here. Yes, and that's where I would like it. And so I know I pretty much have to cut. And it doesn't have to be exactly precise, but I tend to do that a lot, where I just check with my eyes instead of measuring. Perfect. So we use our adhesive. And there you go. And you could pretty much do anything. You could put another little bow in here and tell them best wishes. You could put a stamp. Anything you want to put in there would work. Over here we could add a little white puff to the balloon. So I'm going to get my white glitter. And these are glitter pens from Martha Stewart. And if you just want to give it a little bit of dimension here because of the balloon, There you go. Isn't that adorable? And so this is my original, and as you can see, I did a few more things to make it fun. And I did chalk on my other one. I apologize, I forgot to do the chalk. And if you do forget to do yours as well, we could still do it even though it's there. Just grab it and just be very cautious when you're going around it. I don't recommend you do it this way, but I mean, it's definitely possible where you can touch it up if you forgot. And I didn't do it everywhere, obviously, because I can't get all the angles. But pretty much with the chalk, you touch up the dog to give it a little bit of dimension. And that's it. You have a nice, pretty birthday card for someone. And so for the first 3 people that contact me, and I will put my email in the description of the video, I will send them a free kit so they could just put the card together. And so yeah, this is what the card looks like, and when you open it up, and you definitely want to put your handmade with love at the end with your little stamp. And I will show you mine in the back. If you notice, it's right there, handmade with love. And it's just a nice little touch that you can add to your card. So this is my second birthday card that I've done, and I'm really excited about doing another one. And so I'll be posting one of those soon. But it's been fun. Thank you for watching.